We are going to ace this class and get a high GPA so my parents love me more. With another video, and today's video is centered around school. You guys seem to really like my school videos, and I like doing them because school is my life. I center around school and get all of my happiness through getting high marks. Just kidding, kind of, not really. I am currently taking an online class, and I have taken online classes in the past and they don't go very well because I don't have a lot of self-motivation. So I figured that this time I'm going to ace this online class, mainly because I really need it for my master's degree, but also because I am determined to see if I can succeed in an online class. So I thought that this would be a helpful video for you because I think that a lot of people struggle with getting through online classes. So hopefully you guys can find some tips through this. While we're at it, why don't you guys check out my social media? I have my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, and I'm very active on those, so you can go ahead and give those a follow and you can see my everyday life, what I do with my life, which is not a lot. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that right here. You can click this button, and also you can hit the notification button that looks like this, and then you can be notified every time I upload a video so you never miss a video from your favorite blondie. Let's just get on to my tips for how to ace your online class. 25 minutes before the sun goes down. So my first tip for how to ace an online class is make sure, first of all, before you even sign up for the class, that it's actually doable to do online. I personally would never do math or science online, mainly because I suck at math and science, and I find that when I have to take those kinds of complex classes, I need to actually have a class where I go in and like talk to the teacher and like have them explain it to me, because otherwise, if I was doing it online and trying to learn it myself, I probably would fail. Once you have signed up for the class, you've gotten the textbook, you've gone online to where all the information is, you look at your assignments and all the things that have to be completed, and you set deadlines. I took my agenda, I went to my January calendar, and the first assignment I wrote in right here in green. Green is my color for psychology, and I wrote it in, it says submit first assignment for psychology. On to tip number 3, and that is to schedule specific time during your week to do the class. And this sounds so simple, but trust me guys, it is so hard to keep because you have all this free time, or this like free time that you've set, and you're like, oh, like I can just do this work when I'm doing my other homework like later on tonight. No, you need to set a time where you are going to be doing this class 2 to 3 times a week for a certain amount of time, and you sit down and you force yourself to do that work, because otherwise you are always going to be pushing it to later. It's going to become the class that you put on the back burner. When I start school next week, I'm going to actually leave the house and go to the library and only bring my psychology work. Okay, so the next huge thing when you're doing an online class, and this is more like specific to actually like doing the class, and that is when you're doing your readings. Often when you do readings in college classes or high school classes, you just like read it ahead of time because you know the teacher is going to go over it, so you just kind of have a basic idea. But this is like your main source of information. Like, you're not having a lecture, you're not having anything else. Like, this is like where you're getting your information, so you need to be taking active notes. The next thing that you want to make sure you're doing with online classes is, because this is the only source of information that your teacher's probably giving you, is you want to find your own outside sources. So an idea would be to go on TED Talks and look up certain subjects like that. You can do article reviews, you can look at articles online, like scholarly articles, not like website. You can look up YouTube videos. YouTube videos are my biggest thing, not just because I'm a YouTuber, but because I learn a lot from visually. One of the ones that I use oftentimes for school is going onto Crash Courses. He is so funny and he explains everything so well. So he has literally, if you guys go onto Crash Courses, you will see that they have so many different playlists for all different subjects. I guarantee you, I don't guarantee you, but like 90% of the time, my subject is on there and has exactly what I need to know. My sixth tip is to make sure that you are actually asking questions and talking to your teacher. That teacher is getting paid to do this. Basically, their job is so easy. They just have to sit around and wait for you to email them because they don't have to go to class. Like, yeah, they have to mark your assignments. Yeah, they have to create the exam, but other than that, they have a really easy gig. So you need to really use them to get your questions answered. My final and last tip is to make sure that you are scheduling your exam. Not all online classes will actually have an exam, but mine does, and you want to make sure that you schedule your exam ahead of time, mainly because you don't want to be pushing that exam, because if you're pushing it, then you're just procrastinating getting the work done. So if you set an exam, it'll be like a normal class, like you have to do this exam, so you have to study for it, and then you finish the class and you have it all structured perfectly. That is my 6 tips for how to ace your online class. I really hope that you guys liked it. I hope you found it helpful. I pray that if you're taking your online class that you ace it as well and that you do super well and you're motivated and you get it done. I like doing these kinds of videos, so if you guys want more tips like this, leave a comment down below and give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps support my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.
We were victims of the night, the chemical, physical kryptonite, help us to the base and the fading light.